Happy Black Friday, FGTN show, 10 p.m. We're only 25 minutes late tonight. It has been a crazy week of deals. I think we got 3 videos posted out this week, 2 videos in the last 36 hours, and now we're live. Let me know who's tuning in here, hopping on the show. Looking forward to some deals here. This is going to be pretty laid back. I feel like I've been running 100 million miles an hour trying to get these deals updated, lists out, videos out, save some people some money. And honestly, I love doing it, right? Because there's always things that I find that I'm like, oh, this is a crazy good deal, I need to get it too. So hopefully this week I'll be putting a video out on the channel if you're interested, of all the gear at the different shows. I think I've been to 5 or 6 ice shows already this year. The last one I'm going to is this upcoming weekend at the St. Paul Ice Show. So I am pretty excited to talk about deals here. That video that I'm going to put out is all the gear. I'm going to line it all up. I do it every year and tell you about all the stuff that I bought at the show. So I'm pretty excited about that. But tonight, what I want to do is I just went through this list again. Like literally the reason why I'm late is because I took quite a few things off of this list that you see here on the screen because they're sold out or the deal is no more. So make sure if you're looking to get any of these deals here that we're going to be talking about, you get to them. Hopefully, I mean, heck, do it while we're live. I dropped the link in the chat. It's also in the description if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube. You have the link to it. I will also, do I have a banner, I think, for it too I created? Yeah, here we go. You can go to at.fish/BF2024. Just type it in a web browser. So it's, instead of it being like google.com, it's at.fish/BF2024. And then it'll bring you right to this list. Or you can go to alextim.com and then click on Black Friday 2024. That'll either be, depending if you're looking on a big enough screen, it'll be on the left-hand side here that you can kind of see on my screen here, Black Friday 2024. Or if you're like on a phone or something at the top, you'll see this hamburger menu at the top. Click on that, and then you can click on Black Friday 2024. And this is the one spot I have everything updated. I actually am really happy with how this is going so far this year. If you remember years past, I'd always put it like in comments, in descriptions, in Facebook, in YouTube, and anywhere and everywhere. This year, it's just all on this one web page, and it allows me to just keep this one page updated, and I can do it really quick. So a couple things that I'd ask of all of you during the live tonight is let me know, like, have you picked anything up? What have you gotten ice fishing or fishing gear wise this Black Friday or Thanksgiving or holiday time period that you're really excited about? And if there's any deals out there that you know of that I need to get added in here, because this will change and update as we get through all of next week. So this list will stay strong until the end of next week, and then I'm done updating it. Because Cyber Monday is this coming Monday, which is a big online sales deal. And then I think, is it Small Business Tuesday is next Tuesday? So there'll be maybe some of the smaller mom and pop shops, I shouldn't call them that, but some of the smaller businesses that will have deals too. So hopefully we'll get some of those in there, and then they'll carry through what they call Cyber Week, which is all of next week. And then kind of after that, it's just your normal typical deals that we'll just do on Friday streams. We'll touch on deals, news, products. So if you're sick of all the deals and seeing all the posts about all these things, the end is near. But this is something I have so many people that ask about. And so hang tight. We'll get through these crazy deal streams and things before too long. So let me know who's tuning in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through the list backwards. I feel like I always start at the top. Well, we're going to just start at the bottom. And there's some things that I want to tell you about that I've noticed already that have come off the list, some things that are on the list now that I think are really good deals. And we'll kind of go bottom up, and then we'll just stay on however late we stay on here. I'm in no hurry. I want this to be a little bit more laid back, because what's unique about this stream is since we're live together, is I get to interact with all of you. And I've, like I said, filmed 3 videos in the last 72 hours. I'm worn out. Hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We've got John Zick, a member of the channel here. Thanks for the support. Utah Mike. We got Scratching with Blaine. How's it going, man? Nice to see you here. Member of the channel. Thanks for the support. Donovan saying he's headed up for the St. Paul Ice Show next weekend. Am I better off finding Black Friday deals, or are there good deals at the show? If you can find Black Friday deals that have the product, of course, by category, it differs, right? If it is not an electronic, right? So you're talking hubs, flip over shelters, if you're talking accessories, clothing, if you can find a Black Friday or Cyber Week deal where it's 20% off or better, then buy it online. At the St. Paul Ice Show, that's typically the best deals you're going to see. They're typically between 10 and 20% off of everything. Electronics, it depends on the electronics. So like if you're talking live scope, the best deals are here online right now. Like get live scope today. Look at the video that I just posted a few hours ago, and you can pick out which bundle, which build your own option you want to go with. If you're looking for a flasher, buy it now. If you miss out on some of the deals and you're not getting at least 10% off, go ahead and wait till the St. Paul Ice Show, because most things should be at least 10% off at the show. So good question. Like the St. Paul Ice Show, if you haven't been before, there is like, you could literally, they sell weekend passes. I think they sell weekend passes. All the other shows do. I'm pretty sure they sell weekend passes. You could literally go Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if you take your time at each booth, it'll take you all 3 days to go through it all. Like it is massive. Ice is getting thicker, Ray. Yes. I'm planning on getting out next Sunday is when I'm hoping to get on the ice. So I'm pretty excited about that. Deal 2B from earlier video. Oh, that's what you picked up. Awesome. Yeah, that 2B deal. That was the Shields $1,800 live scope deal, right? It's not, yeah, I don't know if you were the one that commented or somebody else did, saying like, it's just easy because it's already all in one bundle. Yeah. You're paying an extra $100. You do get a newer screen. You don't get the open water transducer, but it's all in one bundle and you don't got to do anything. So it is pretty awesome. I picked up some of the amped 15 amp hour to pair with the Clam Lock Power Hub. Smart idea. Yeah, they've got that new Power Hub. That's a really good idea, John. Really good idea. We got BE saying he decided to finally grab a Summit Shuttle. There you go, man. Been using their poles and boat accessories. They're on sale, right? $180, I think, right now are the Summit Shuttles. Been using their poles and boat accessories for a year now, but have been happy with the original Garmin OEM case. Nice. Yeah. The nice thing about the Garmin OEM case is that it's really low profile, right? So it doesn't stand up tall. It's kind of low profile. It's got a really large footprint in terms of the base and of it not tipping over or anything. So that is kind of nice about it. I think you're going to really like the Summit Shuttle, though. It's pretty awesome. Fushi picked up the 106 SV bundle from Cabela's. Nice. 10-inch screen is great. Thanks for the list. Of course, always love hearing people that are getting value out of the list. Ty saying, Ty from Toronto, got the Light Flight Auger cover. The Auger cover. Is that like to go on the end? Some E-Hub rod holders and the Blue Eddy AC70. Dude, nice. You're set up then. You're set up for some ice camping now. Ryan is saying, what's up, man? Thanks for being a member of the channel. Checking in from Wisconsin. Nice to see you. Austin, appreciate the list, of course. OTC Outdoor Adventures tuning in. Nice to see you. About to pull the trigger on the Eskimo Outbreak 650 XD from Reed's. $499, no tax and free shipping. All right. I got to write that down because I think in my list here, is that a better deal than what I have in this list? Eskimo. We're going to look, and then we'll start over at the bottom. That's a better deal than what I have in my list. My list has the 650 for $565. All right. Reads. Bear with me while I write this down, and I can update the list after. I'll have to validate it. In fact, you know what? Let's pull it up right now. Reads sports.com. let's check and see if they got that thing on right now. Outbreak 650 XD. Dude, heck of a deal. $499. No tax. Free shipping. All right, I got to update my list, man. See, these things sneak in here. So we'll have to update that on the list. All right. Appreciate you calling that out. And that is a killer deal, man. Because on my list, I've got, stop sharing the screen for some reason. Hold tight. Get this back in here. Boom, bada boom, boom. On my list, I got the Eskimo Outbreak. Yeah, at the 565 mark. So that is a really good deal. We got the 450 right now for 450, and then the 350 and 250 are cheaper too. So pick it up, man. That's a great deal on that 650, especially if you can get it with no tax. That's incredible. Ryan saying, checking in from Wisconsin Dells tonight. Hope you have a safe start to your season. Yeah, you too. Hopefully next weekend I get out. Hopefully a lot of people are. There's a lot of skim ice here on a lot of the lakes, even in the Twin Cities, Minnesota area, which is great. Now we just need to keep the snow away for a little while. The best deal I got was the 2400 Eskimo Escape for 460. Great deal, Fatty. That's a really good deal. Trying out a diesel heater I got for Black Friday. Going to be nice. Did you buy it from Amazon, Ray? I want to know where you got it because I hear a lot of people are rocking these diesel heaters and I don't know where they get them from. I'm assuming everybody's getting them from Amazon, but let me know. Be interested to know. I've had a few diesel heater manufacturers reach out to me from Amazon that want me to review their stuff and whatnot, but just haven't had the time, so I haven't taken anybody up on it. And I want to do some research before I pick one up, but let me know which one you got. How you like it this year, and then where you got it from. Sean saying he is contemplating if you should pull the trigger on the Clam X100. The Clam X100. Are you talking about the flipover, the one man? This is the one that I have. I have the Pro version. The only difference is the Pro has like green highlights on it, right? So it's got like a green band on it here. Is the Pro version, and then it comes with the accessories in it, right? So it comes with like the light bar inside of it, and I think a battery holder or something like that. But other than that, it's the exact same shelter. And it's the one that I have. I did a review on one-man shelters. What was that, last year or the year before? I have a video on the channel. You can check it out. Best one-man shelter. My opinion, I really like durability, heavy-duty durability. I like the height, the space, and the thicker material. This was the winner for me. So this is the one that I rock. So I think it's worth it, especially at this price. I mean, this is cheaper than I paid for mine. Now, granted, you guys know I find deals on all my stuff too. I don't buy directly through the companies and get like some special, insider deals. I like buying them just like all of you. It feels like reviews are more honest that way. So great deal though, $550 for sure. You should pick it up. Couple of frostbite rods and some tackle from Cabela's. Nice. Fairly limited in Canada. Yeah, that stinks. Canada is such a big part of the ice fishing community. You really do wish there was a better avenue for you all to get some additional gear like what we have down here. Even though I guess if I think about it, part of the reason why we have so much of it is because they are a lot of U.S. companies, right? Of course, Frostbite's not a U.S. company. But yeah, you'd think Cabela's would find a way to get it up there. And our prices, yeah, $1.40 per dollar plus taxes and shipping. Oof. Yep. Aaron, I wish you have tested out Fish Armor Light Shuttle. I like that it's rotomolded. Don't know what shuttle to get. Dude, I bought so many shuttles this year. They're in my garage. I'm going to do a lot of reviews on shuttles this year. I have not yet picked up the Fish Armor Light. I need to. Maybe it's St. Paul show. I'll pick it up. I know a couple of the guys. I know the owner of the company. I don't know him, but I ran into him at a couple shows and was talking to him. and then a couple of the guys that work with them, and they're all great people. They came up with a really good idea. I've had my hands on them, played with them at the shows, but I obviously haven't used one. Um, the thing that I like about the Fish Armor Light, specifically the rotomolded, because they're plastic. If you look at the ones that they had last year, they were super heavy duty, right? And they were metal. Is like I like the idea of the fact that like they're soft corners. They're not actually soft; they're hard plastic. But the idea that like if you're throwing it in the bed of your truck, or if you bump it up against the side of your vehicle or your ATV or something, you're not scratching off paint like a sharp corner on something that's aluminum or metal. It's relatively soft, so as it bangs around into things, it's not hurting anything, which I thought was pretty interesting. And they're super heavy duty. I mean, they're like the upgraded version of the Gens box is what I like to think of. So, I mean, check it out. I'd get your hands on one at a show if you haven't yet, an ice fishing show, and see what it's like. Otherwise, if I get one at the St. Paul show, I'll let you know and do a review on it. Have you seen any deals or heard anything for women's float bibs and jackets? Good question. I feel like there was a deal on the Clam Predator? No, it's Striker. Let me see here. These were just the men's version of the Striker. Clam had one, I believe. I don't remember if I put it on my list though. There's just so many different suits. Let's see. The big women's brand is DSG. Ice fishing suits, right? I think that's right. Is that right? That's right. DSG outerwear. 20% off site wide. Here we go. Let's do this. Share this tab. All right. This is where I would go. I'm obviously not a woman, but women that I know that are in the industry, of course, you can go with Striker and all of them. They probably have some of the same deals that are going 10 to 15, 20% off. In terms of women specific gear, I would recommend, you can see a lot of content creators and influencers here. DSG is women only brand. Black Friday, 20% off site wide plus free gifts with qualifying purchase. There was a code there, BF something. I would check them out. They have some pretty sweet flotation jackets. It looks like they've got bibs and things in here too. So I would check these out. 20% off. This is where I would go. Like if my wife started getting into ice fishing, which I'd love, but I can never see that happening. She doesn't like the idea of being in the middle of a lake, just kind of walking around in heavy equipment, which is fine, right? I like getting away too, and hopefully taking my daughter out. But when my daughter grows up, this is probably where I'm going to go because they specialize in women's gear. And so in terms of the cut, the fit, the features, I'm not a woman, so I'm not the best person to answer, but this is where I would go if I was looking for women's gear. Hopefully that helps you out. I should add it to the list. I'm gonna put it on here. DSG, since they got 20% off right now, site wide. I don't know how long that's lasting, but it is definitely still going. Let's see. Do you know how many lumens is the new Eskimo hub light? I don't, but you know what? Let's look it up. Eskimo hub light. Does it not say online? I would imagine it does. I mean, I have no clue, but let's look. Share this tab. 1,400 lumens. 1,400 lumens, which is pretty dang good, man. That is a bright light. A very bright light. And it's cool white, 6,000K. So this is your daylight light. So what the color of the light is not going to be a warm, like yellow soft light. It is going to be like a white. Like behind me, these lights, these are soft white. I think I've got these set to 47, maybe 3,200 Kelvin. This is 6,000. So it's like you think of like when you buy a light bulb and you go buy a daylight light bulb, a really white one. It's like bright, stark white, supposed to represent daylight. That's how white they are, but it's 1400 lumen. So it should be really nice. But that's what that is for you. Donovan with the super chat. Thank you, Donovan. $5. Really appreciate it. Never been to the show before, mainly looking for your wheelhouse accessories. You will find a ton there. In fact, you will be blown away by how many like booths you're gonna walk by and you're like, oh my gosh, I never knew this stuff even existed. Like I went by if you're looking for wheelhouse accessories, do you have like wheel covers and those types of things where it's like a thick, uh, it's like a fabric that's like insulated to keep the wind out and it goes right over your wheel or your wheel well, if you will? Well, there's a company called, I think it's Hardcore or Core. Is it Hardcore? Core Ice House Accessories. I don't want to butcher their name here. It is Hardcore Outdoor Products. Hardcore Outdoor Products. Here, I'll pull them up. So I've walked past this company a few times. So this year I actually stopped by and I picked up, I picked up a couple of things from them. Let me get this banner off of here. It's distracting. All right, so they have like these whole koozies. They go around your whole sleeves. I'm not sure if these are the types of accessories you're looking for, but these where you actually put them over your, they like skirts that you can put down too to keep the wind out when you don't even have snow banking. And even when you do have snow banking, you can put it against there. Well, this year I picked up from this company, they've actually got generator covers. So I picked up a generator cover for my like 2000 series Predator generator. I've got a bigger generator as well. They've got so many things, but like these are the types of things that you're going to run into at the show, which is great because you typically won't see them in any retail store. You won't see them online unless you find them as a specific little company. So you're going to love being at the show. Let's see. What's up, man? Bought the Garmin UHD 293 LVS32 ice fishing bundle at Shields for $17.99. You got the $1,800 package. That is what I call the package 2B based off of the video I put out earlier today. That's a great deal. Lots of people are buying that one. TB2 for $183.99 on Amazon. I guess it's very efficient. Oh, that's the diesel heater. The Calorie TB2. I'll look it up. Thanks for that. Do you know what JT usually runs their rods for at the show? Looks like they are 102 right now. I don't, man. There's so many custom rod companies out there, to be honest with you. I don't really go into very many of them anymore at the shows because there's just so many. It's kind of overwhelming. But I want to say it's 10 to 15% off. I'm not sure what the regular price is, but if that is over 10% off, I just buy them online. If you don't have to pay shipping. Otherwise, if you're planning on going to the show, get them there. And like the cool thing about those types of companies too at the show is you can typically wheel and deal with them a little bit too. Not that I'm recommending that, but when I say wheel and deal, I mean like bulk purchase. So like if you're like, well, I'm going to get 3 rods, I've had more success than not. I've never asked for it, but there's a lot of times where it's like, oh, I'll get one of these and I'll try one of these out and I'm going to get one of these because you guys know me, right? I love this stuff and I buy way too much of it and I review the stuff and half the stuff I probably don't even use, but I like to talk to you all about it and have hands-on and experience it, right? And there's a lot of times they're like, oh, if you're going to eat that many, like we'll give you an extra 5% off or something like that. So if you're planning on buying a few, it's worth going to the show and getting them there because you can interact with them. And it's really cool to talk to them and they get to see you purchase their product. It's really cool. Does that have the toe? You're asking, you guys are talking to each other. Shields Outfitters Ultimate 2.0 Ice Combo Case. Picked one up today. Awesome. I love that thing. I think I have a V1 of that. I love it. I can't get rid of it because I just love that case so much. It's a great case. Let's see. Yep, it's $129.99, normally $169.99. And I've actually got it on my list here. I don't know. I'm still sharing that other one. Shields, I got that right here. I'm pretty dang sure. Shields Ultimate 2.0 ice rod case, 130. Normally 170. Yep, this looks exactly like the one that I have, but I think the 2.0 version of it came out. The latches are black, I think, on mine instead of red. But like, this is a very, very nice rod case. I highly recommend it. I don't think that just because of how deep my reels are, they don't stand up like this that easily. I think they have to be at a little bit of an angle because it's not that deep, but like heavy duty without being super big and bulky. It's like one of those cases that just feels good to have. And you have a place in here if you want to put some tackle boxes and whatnot. But yeah, it's a great case, man. Another super chat. Thanks, guys. You don't need to do that, but I really appreciate it. OTC Outdoor Adventures. I forgot about DSG. Thanks. Trying to gear up my daughter. How old's your daughter, man? If you don't mind me asking. Mine's 1.5, so she's got a couple years before I'm buying her a nice suit, but probably another year or two before my wife lets her come out with me too, which is fine, right? I want her to be able to set that hook and everything when she gets out there. But yeah, DSG is where I go. Really appreciate the super chat. Means a lot to me. Appreciate the support. Matt saying line alarm guy gave me a few bucks off for 2 and paying cash. Cash is king. 100%. Cash is king for the small guys. Totally. Well, because you're saving them. I mean, at a minimum, you're saving them check lane tender expenses, right? Like they don't need to process a credit card. You know, we don't like saying it out loud, but I'm sure there's benefits of them. You know, if they're doing, I don't know what St. Paul does. I think you just pay for the booth in St. Paul, but some shows you actually, they take percentage of commission, like the Minnesota State Fair. The Minnesota State Fair, you have to pay to be a vendor at it. Like Clam Outdoors goes to the Minnesota State Fair. You pay to be there, and then anything that you sell, they get a percentage of your sales as well. Well, you pay cash, right? It's not like, you know, off the books, right? I mean, I would if I was a small business like that. Don't tell the IRS. But I don't sell stuff like that, so I'm good. All right, let's go through this list. If anybody else has questions, comments, or anything like that, find other deals, let me know. We're going to zip through a few of these. We'll see how long we stay on here, but I'm going to start at the back. So a few things that I want to go through. The Vexilar, one of the hot items, because here's something a lot of people don't know. I mean, you probably have figured it out. So all of the links that I ever use, for the most part, are designed like this. So they are, if you look at them, they say at.fish / and then there's something after it. Sometimes it says something like, if I scroll up, I'm sure I've got a vanity one that I've used. For this, I just bang these out. Okay, here we go. UHD 93 SV Cabela's. So this is a link that I will use over and over and over again for this exact unit that's like always going on sale, coming off sale. So I just have this link pre-built and I can just kind of type it in and I know it's there. All these others are randomly generated, but I have the domain at.fish. The only reason why I'm bringing this up is I want the URLs to be as short as possible, not because it's easy to type in, but it takes up less space on the page so it looks better. But I also get tracking on them. So one of the cool things with it, not tracking you guys or anything like that, but what I get is I can see how many people click on them. The reason why this is important to me is I can see what are people interested in? What is the gear they're going and getting? And I will tell you, in the top 10 of links clicked in the last 48 hours was for the FLX 30 deal that was going on with Fleet Farm for $400. The Fleet Farm deal for essentially this, I think it was the Pro Pack though. I don't think it was the Ultra Pack. It was the FLX 30 in the Pro Pack with a lithium battery for $400 at Fleet Farm. It was not an online deal. So you had to go into the store and they wouldn't ship it to you. That of course sold out super fast. And then there were a couple other places that had them on sale for $480. Right before the stream, I checked them. They both were sold out. So now if you're looking for a higher end Vexilar unit, the best bang for your buck right now, the best deal that's out there is actually an FLX 28 for $499. This is still a good deal, but you're kind of back up there really close, 770 is like ridiculous. I would say regular price on this is probably closer to 600, maybe 620 bucks on this thing, unless inflation's really knocked these things out of the park. I don't think that they typically sell very many for 700 or more dollars. At least I know I used to buy these things on sale brand new back before live scope and Panoptics were a thing. I had two FLX 28s. Like that's what I rocked. And I think I paid $550 for them on probably a deal back in the day, on just like a sale deal. So it'd be crazy to me if the price keeps going up on this older technology, but 500 bucks is the best deal right now. If you want to get it, this is Glenn's, Army, Navy. All of the other retailers are over this price. So Vexilar deals are coming to an end. We'll see Cyber Week, Cyber Monday. We'll see if they go back on sale. My guess is they're not going to go too deep right now, because what we're going to start seeing come out a lot more is the FLX 38 now, that they've blown probably almost all their inventory out that they're going to have of the FLX 30. That unit is being discontinued. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but they can't, it doesn't make sense for them to have a 28, a 30, and a 38 in the line. So the 30 is going away, which is why they did such a crazy deal on it. So now they can sell the 28 and the 38, because there's a little bit more of a difference between those two than if you went 28 to 30. There's only a few differences. 30 to 38, there's only a couple differences. So that's what they're doing there. Tuned up custom rods. These are some of my favorite custom rods that are in the market right now. There's just so many, again, so many good ones out there. This year, I still have all my tuned up custom rods, and I might even pick up another one of their bullwhips, one of the ones from the St. Paul show, but we'll see. But I picked up a lot of more budget-friendly rods. So rods under $100, even under $50 this year, to try out, to do some comparison between like the meat stick, right? The Jason Mitchell meat stick from Clam. How good is that rod? Because that was like one of my OG rods that I absolutely loved before I got into custom rods. So we'll see, like kind of testing them back and forth. What's the real benefit? What's the value to a custom rod versus? I'm, of course, probably never going to get rid of all my custom rods, but yeah, it'd be interesting to try out this year. So they got 15% off custom rods and 30% off in-stock bullwhips. I like them. Just go to their website here. And what you can do is you can go to shop, custom ice rods, and then you can choose kind of what blank you want to start with. And then when you add it to your cart, it's going to go ahead and take the 15% off. And then you'll see for bullwhips, if we just do in-stock ice rods, you'll see the bullwhip. Oh, it's actually $40 off for the bullwhip right now. I think my link said 30, right? Or was I wrong on that? And then they got the bullwhip white is sold out right now. So in stock right now is this guy, 110. This is one of my favorite. This is great for any type of panfish. Pretty great deal. So if you're looking for some custom rods without breaking too much of the bank, they're still expensive. Yeah, 30. I'm going to have to update that to 40 off. 40 off bullwhip on there. Trika, I have not used them, but I purchased 3 ice rods from Trika, and they showed up this week. So I haven't even taken them out of the package. It's been such a crazy busy week, but they're 20% off site wide. If you want their open water rods, I bought one of their open water rods this year and absolutely love it. It's like it's money, man. It's as good as rods twice their price. Trika only sells direct. They don't sell through retailers or distributors. And so all of that wholesale kind of margin that they lose because it goes through distributors or retailers, typically, they're passing that savings along to us as the consumer. But they do have ice rods that are typically $129, and they're 20% off right now, down to $103. They have several different types here: ultralight, extra fast 28. You can see them here. Actually, you can't see them with the way that the screen is showing. So they got the extra fast, they got the light extra fast 20. In fact, well, let's just pull this up. So you can see here what they got. Maybe doesn't want to pull up. I don't know what's going on. But they got the ultralight extra fast. light extra fast, medium light, and medium heavy. This is screwed up just because of the way that I'm sharing the screen, but 20% off if you want to check out their stuff. JDM is saying picked up the 8-inch Strike Master Light Flight for $130. Nice. Yep, that's the best deal out there right now. And the Milwaukee Drill with 2 5.0 batteries and an 8 Forge for $245. That is a crazy good deal. That was the deal of the day last night at Home Depot. Shoot. If I would have known, I would have posted it. I guess I need to keep my eyes out on Home Depot a little bit better. Many people prefer the 28 over the 30. You see, that's interesting. I don't know why. Is there something wrong with the 30? I mean, that's good that they're discontinuing the 30 then, right? Give people what they want. What's your opinion on Matt Johnson going to Markham and leaving Vexilar? Is Vexilar on the way out? This is what I would say. I've talked to Matt Johnson, I think, more and more over the last couple of years, and he seems like a great guy. And in fact, I'm planning on being on one of their ice fishing podcasts that they do over there. In January, I'm going to be on with them, and I'm going to be talking all about all the different live imaging systems. So I'm excited about that. I had no clue he was going to be leaving Vexilar to go to Markham. I did watch his video today that he posted, and like, good for him, man. Like, the one thing, I don't get caught up in that because I don't like get attached to or work for or with any specific individual brands. I'll work with all of them in terms of having a good relationship with them, kind of like with Matt and Clam. But like, good for him. I think he's doing what is right because he wants to work with people that he appreciates. I don't know the backstory. I don't know anything about this, but like, what I kind of heard in his messaging was like, maybe the change in leadership, because Vexilar got bought out this year, right, by an investment firm, same as K-Drill. K-Drill and Vexilar both got purchased by a venture capital investment company that's supposedly supposed to come in and mix things up. So that probably had something to do with it. It sounded like he knew the owner previously of Vexilar pretty well. And so my guess is like, when the tide shifts, typically during buyouts, leadership styles can change in direction of the company and goals and values. And that's usually a good time to leave if you're going to leave when things don't align like that. So it sounds like maybe something like that happened. I'm not putting words in his mouth. I'm not going to assume. That just feels like probably what happened. But put that aside for now. Love Matt Johnson. He's great. And if he's moving to Vexilar, if he's moving to Markham, I'm sure he has tons of great reasons. He's no noob to the industry, right? He knows his stuff, and he wouldn't leave for a silly reason. So he obviously knows what he's doing there. This is what I'll tell you between Markham and Vexilar, my opinion. I love Vexilar in terms of their flashers. I think that Vexilar has the better flasher than Markham. However, I think the future of flashers is going to be fairly limited. I think there's just going to be so much new technology coming out that the usage of flashers is just going to continue to diminish. I don't think it'll ever go away. And I think there's always a spot for flashers, but that market's not growing anymore. If anything, it's stagnant or shrinking as people don't want to have 2 units. They want one. And if they're going to have live scope, they're not going to afford or want to have sitting around a flasher that they only use once in a while, right? And a lot of people aren't going to want to pay for 2, right? Because they don't fish as much as some of us do. So with all of that said, Vexilar only has flasher units, right? They don't have any graph style units. So you look at Markham, they've got their LX series, right? Markham's got underwater cameras. They've been in the industry for quite a while. They have some of the best underwater cameras. This year I bought some Aqua Views. Otherwise I typically run Markham cameras and they're great. Of course, Vexilar came out with the Fish Scout cameras this year. Some unique, interesting designs on them, but nothing too crazy. So I thought that's interesting. And I know some stuff I can't talk about, but and he said, Matt said this in his video a little bit too. There's some stuff coming from Markham that is new to the way you think of Markham. And I think that probably has a lot to do with it too. The product roadmap of these companies is incredibly important for the future success of the company. I know a little bit about what's on Markham's roadmap, and it looks good. I don't know anything about what's on Vexilar's roadmap, and I don't know if that's because I just don't know, or if they just don't have a big roadmap right now. So that's about all that I'll say on that. All speculation, but I would say keep your eyes peeled. Markham, even I think hopefully this year we're going to see some cool stuff coming out from them. Hopefully before the holidays. I mean, I was hoping some stuff was going to be coming out already from them, but I'm sure some stuff's getting caught up. So I'm excited for him. It's going to be interesting to see how he makes the shift between the two. You know what? I'm an amped guy, but the Norsk 14.8 32 amp hours on sale. Yeah. So this is what I'll say about that. Amped, I like. I actually go way back with the owner. I know him. I used to work with him outside of the fishing industry for a while. But the thing that I like about Amped, and anybody you talk to about Amped Outdoors, is that the customer service is second to none. Like they literally have the best customer service in the battery industry, hands down. I've tried contacting Dakota. I've tried contacting Norse customer service, and it hasn't been great. And if you go on any of the forums, now granted, hopefully you buy a battery and you never need their customer service, so it doesn't matter if they even have customer service, right? But that's my opinion. So I look at quality of product. I look at bang for your buck. I look at for innovation and continually that product roadmap, like continually coming out with new things. Amped is always doing those types of things as well. And then customer service. Did I say that one already? Customer service is really important. Meaning if something goes wrong with your battery, they're there for you. If you just have questions on how to use it, if you have questions on what charger to use, if you have questions on which one to get, they're there for you. And that's what I really like about Amped Outdoors as well. But Norsk is, let me write this down and I can add it to the list. Because again, I don't do exclusives with anybody. Doesn't matter how much I like a brand. If there's a competitor that has a really good product or a really good offering, I will tell you about it and I will link to it and I will do it. That's one of the great things about this channel, is nobody pays me a paycheck. 175 Dakota Angler. All right, I'll get it added in. Thanks for that. 32 amp hour, 14.8 volt. So it must be an NMC battery. Cool. Appreciate that, man. All right, what do we got here? Aquaview, Markham, or other for underwater camera. Funny, I was just talking about this. Aquaview and Markham are two really good ones. I don't know enough about Aquaview yet. I know some buddies that have it and I've used them before, but I haven't owned an Aquaview camera before. I picked up one of their 5-inch screen Aquaviews this year. And then I picked up the new Micro Revolution HD, the one that you plug into a TV, or on my Garmin chart plotter, I have an HDMI in on it. So I'm actually going to plug it in. So I'll have my live imaging and my underwater camera all on the same screen. That's with Aquaview. So I'll be testing Aquaview and Markham this year. Markham has some of, if not the best Sony cameras in the market. One thing that's interesting is I don't know of any underwater camera company that has gotten to 4K cameras, which to me is a little bit interesting. Probably not needed for most people in the industry. In terms of 1080 is probably enough, but I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, even going to 1440p would be helpful. But I would say both Aquaview and Markham, you're not going to have any issues from what I can tell, and you'll be happy with either of them. Aquaview's got a deal going right now too, and so does Markham. So go either way. Love to, sir. Yep. What's up? Thanks for the updates on the deals. Will the Eskimo E-Hub fit in the Otter pop-up houses? The E-Hub on the pop-up houses, yes. On the hubs, yes. Yes, you will be able to get it on the hubs for sure. I know an undisclosed American-based company that is not one of the big three, Garmin, Humminbird, Lowrance, has been soliciting market feedback. Smells like Markham is cooking something. I would around live imaging, forward-facing sonar space. Yeah, BE, I would say, yeah, I'm not sure specifically what market feedback you're talking about, but I would definitely say there's a possibility, right? Maybe that's true. Best budget 2-person flip over. Man, there's so many of them. My favorite right now, budget 2-person flip over. Well, this is what I would say. Let's look at the list. Good transition back to our list. All right, 2-person flip over. This is a 1-man. The Nanook 525. We'll open this guy up, and then we'll go look at an Otter and an Eskimo as well. So this right here, so this is the standard. The Nanook XT Thermal 525 is a really good deal. So this is from Dakota Angler. 900 denier fabric. This is actually a really good quality shelter. Like really good quality. You got the bucket seats in it and everything. Pretty awesome. Good sale price here. So I would say that's a good one. If we go down to Eskimo, do I have any of their flip overs in here? It does not look like I do, but one of these websites, I think this one. Nope. Maybe it is this one. Oh, it is. Okay. Let's look at Eskimo. This Frank's Great Outdoors has had like not all of them, but like some of the best deals that I've found on shelters this year for some reason. I don't know why. So they got the wide one. Let's go like this. Eskimo ice fishing, shelters and sleds. We're gonna look for you. We're gonna look at flip over shelters. Here we go. All right. Sort by price, low to high. We're gonna look for a 2-man flip over. The XT X over series. Here's the Nanook XL 2 angler. So this is a little bit of an older Nanook. In terms of the fabric design on it and the pole design, but this is $439 right now. Sorry, this is really small for you guys, isn't it? It's a little bit better for you. So this one, $439, we'll open that one up and look at it. And then we'll look at this one here. Otherwise, the prices are getting up there. Okay, so Otter. You got the Hideout's a 1-man. The Cottage is a 2-man. It's a tight 2-man, but it is a 2-man shelter. If you were looking at that, otherwise I'd go with the Cabin. This is a more comfortable 2-man, but you're talking $639, so probably not the best price wise. This could be the best bang for your buck right now. The Clam Nanook XL for $440. They don't have a lot of really good pictures here on their website, do they? Unless there's more in here. Okay, here we go. So you do have 2 bucket seats. They're not padded bucket seats, but that's fine. This is not an insulated. That's why it's cheaper. It does have the 600 denier fabric, so it's a heavy duty fabric. It is lightweight. So if you want more budget friendly than anything, and you're not as worried about it being insulated, this is a really good option for $440. Oh, you can't see. Dang it. I didn't change the screen over. Clam Nanook XL, 2 anglers. This is what this guy looks like here. And you've got the 2 doors that open up on it. $440, but it does not look like it is insulated in this one. So as long as you're okay with that, it's going to be a lot lighter, which would be nice. It's cheaper because of that as well. So depending on the climate that you're in, that's $440. Otherwise, let's look at this guy right here. This is the Eskimo. The 2000 is technically a 2-man for $529. So let's go ahead and click on this one. And then realize I didn't want to do that and find a way to get out of it. So the Eskimo Escape 2000 would be another potential good one. But that's $529. Okay, so let's go back to my list. eventually. So the Clam. Nanook. This is an insulated, really nice shelter for $525. What did we say for the Nanook XL? $440. So you're talking $440 uninsulated, $525 insulated. Let's see. We've got. I think I have Otter down here as well. Here we go. Otter XT X over cheapest price is the Cottage at $590. And it's Frank's Great Outdoors. It's the same site we were just on. So they have like a lot of really good ones right now in terms of pricing. So that's what I would probably go with. Otherwise, I can do some more research too on the flipovers, but I haven't done a ton on the flipovers yet this year. StrikeMaster Power Station, it reads $50. There you go. Writing it down because I think the StrikeMaster Power Station that I have on the list. Do I not have it on the list? I don't have it on the list. I had it in one of the previous streams is what I had, huh? Okay. StrikeMaster Power Station reads $50. And those are normally $200. So that's a good call out. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate that. More lure deals. Yeah, so if you want lure deals, I'll try to get some in here. I bet you Cyber Monday, we're going to see a lot of lure deals. So I'll keep an eye out for those. Acme Tackle. I don't have them in here. Acme Tackle has, I think, 20% off their website basically right now. You've got, what's the other one that I was going to say? Fish Frostbite. If you're looking for lures, I'm not sure if you're a fan of Frostbite lures. You probably recognize some of these names on here. Clayton Schick, Jay Siemens, Mindak, Alex Perrick, Fishing Geeks, Uncut Angling, and Casting Conquer. They all work with Fish Frostbite, right? In some way, shape, or form. What they've done is they've assembled some of their favorite lures, tackle packages, and they're all on sale right now as part of the Black Friday deal. So you can see their normal price is $100 down to $80 for like Clayton's, Jay's, Mindax, AP Passing, and so on. So if you're looking for what would Clayton use, here's what, if it ain't chartreuse, it ain't no use. And he likes his Twilight rod here. So you can kind of see what he would recommend. So this Fish Frostbite, that's another really popular link a lot of people are clicking on right now. So I would say they're probably selling quite a few. I have no clue, but I would say they're probably selling quite a few. I'm going to have to check some of those out after. So they're a good one. Widowmaker lures, I expect to see something on Cyber Monday as well. And so I'll keep an eye out for more lure deals. Northland Tackle is 25% off site-wide right now. They've got a ton of different things. They're one of my favorite lure companies that are out there right now. They've even got the open water 350 for the fireball jigs that I absolutely love. So yeah, I will keep an eye out for more lure deals. Thanks for calling that out. I will make sure to try to get some more in there, as some of these other ones are going to fall off, I imagine, even as early as tomorrow. For the big guys, as only 4XL left, awesome sale at Shields for the bibs and men's Eskimo Superior bibs. Yes, at $79.99. I think I got that on the list, don't I? The Eskimo Superior bibs. I don't have it in here. I'll have to throw it in here. So Shields, but they only have that size left, so I probably won't put it on here. 4XL left. Shields Eskimo Superior bibs, $79.99. You like the seats in the Eskimo? Yes, they are nice. Facebook Marketplace this weekend should be a good spot to find deals from guys who have been upgrading gear. That's a really good point, OTC, Outdoor Adventures. I didn't even think about that. A lot of people, as they're buying new gear, they're going to be selling their old stuff. And it's that time of year when if you have old stuff to sell it now as people are looking to buy. And now through really the beginning of January, because you've got now to December 25th, right? People are buying Christmas presents too. And people are more than happy to buy from Marketplace to save a couple bucks, especially in this economy, right? And then right after Christmas, people get money, right? And they get new gear, and then they want to complement it with maybe an extra rod or a reel or a shelter or suit or some lures or something like that, a flasher. So they may finish up their own purchases then coming into the beginning of the year. And then once you get to the end of January, technically you're better off waiting until the next fall, early ice season to sell it the next year. I got a bunch of stuff I got to get listed up too that I haven't used. Frank's has a lot of great prices. Got my Otter ATV monster box from them for $2.99. Did you get that this year, Sage? It's a good deal. Wanted to like the Clam Nanook, but they are so flimsy. I went with the Otter Cabin. Which Nanook did you have? Did you have the new one with the upgraded poles in it? Let me know, JP. Good feedback. Because here, I'll tell you this. This guy, let me open it up. Clam Ranger shelter. So Clam came out with the Ranger XT thermal this year. Let me share my screen. This is the new flipover shelter Clam came out with this year. It's the Ranger XT thermal. It's got the Ice Ops Folds of Honor color pattern on it. Like, I freaking love this color pattern. I bought the X600 Ice Ops hub this year. I love the design so much. I just don't need a 2-person flipover. So I didn't buy this one, but this is $879. This is the same, built off the footprint of the popular Nanook XT, but now has durable 1.25" pole system. So I brought this up because if you thought that the Nanook was nice, except it was flimsy poles, this one could solve your problem. It's the same footprint as the Nanook, so probably what you liked about it. It also has a bunch of accessories that come with it. It has a better color pattern on it. It has new sewn-in rod holders with a blank clip in them too, which is awesome. And it has the bigger poles in it too. So these are bigger poles than you get in any of the other Nanooks. Well, this one's technically not a Nanook, but it's built off of the same frame, except with the heavier duty poles. So this would be one that I would probably look at. Granted, it is not on sale right now. It is on sale at every ice show that I've gone to. So if you want to get the Ranger XT Thermal and you're going to an upcoming ice show, 10 to 20% off. Plus, sometimes Clam does gear deals where it's like if you spend over $500, you get a free hoodie. If you spend over $1,000, you get a Blackfish gear zip up or something like that. Sometimes they stack those deals too. So if you're looking for a deal on this guy, I didn't see any for Black Friday, but look at your next show. This could be a good option if you wanted the Nanook, but we're not happy with the flimsiness of it. Fleet Farm had the Eskimo 2000 for $500 when I was there the other day. It's a good deal. Let's say Fleet Farm. If that's a Black Friday deal, that'll be ending here in 30 minutes. But I will look. Fleet Farm, Eskimo 2000, flip over shelter, 500. I'll check it out. Yeah, I mean, should we pull it up? I mean, we're here hanging out, right? Fleet Farm. What are we looking for? Eskimo 2000. Not typing because they're silly pop-ups. Eskimo 2000. 550 is what their website says, and it's on clearance. Not available to ship, but it's available in-store only. So I'll say 550. I'll still add it on the list until they sell out. Usually, I found if I put things on the list, dude, they sell out. It's kind of crazy watching how some of these things sell out after I add them to the list. It just goes to show how, like, there's so many deals out there that people just don't know of. And if somebody can just freaking pull them together, people can sell so much more stuff. It's exciting. All right. Have you ever thought of doing a garage sale with all the stuff you purchased? I have. Maybe this year. Maybe I'll do a garage sale, or maybe I'll get together with some buddies and we'll all bring all our fishing and ice fishing gear together and do a big garage sale. That would be awesome. Yeah. It'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Killed last year with the Euro Tackle Spade Blade. That thing's awesome. Yeah, what is Euro Tackle running anything right now? Did I have them on the list? They have 3 new lures that Euro Tackle launched this year that I need to pick up. Let me see. Black Friday, 20% off site wide. Geez, see, look, there's just so many deals, and I'm missing so many of them. But a lot of these like just popped up today and will be done after today too. So that's like the thing that kind of stinks about it. But so they got the eye shimmer that's new this year. They got the Strider Fly that's new this year. That's two. The eye shimmer and the Strider Fly. They also have the micro spade blade that came out this year too. The micro is the new one this year. They had the 1/16th and the quarter, but the micro they just came out with as well. Yeah, Spade Blade came out last year. So yeah, 20% off. I've got to go to Eurotackle's website. Thank you. See, these streams are costing me money. I love it. James is saying, never mind, their website says $550. Yeah, all good, man. They probably changed the price, right? Or it was just a store special deal just to blow out their own inventory, because sometimes stores can change the prices. Ranger is better. Yep. Canadian Mudkip Gamer. Looking for a Vex 18 deal. Got any info on that or any cheaper ion auger deals? So the 18, I haven't looked up anything on the 18. I've been trying to find 28, 30, or 38 deals. Best Vexilar deal that I can find right now on one of those is the 28 for 500. My guess is you could probably find a Vex 18 for around 4, maybe 350. I'll put it on my list and see if I can't find some deals for a Vex 18. Just go back to this website. You just go to alextim.com, or it's linked down below. alextim.com, click Black Friday 2024, and it'll bring you the list. This will be updated as soon as I find a deal. Or if anybody in the chat knows of a deal on a Vex 18, drop it in. Otherwise, I'll do some research and try to find one and pop it in here too. Should come to Michigan to support the USAOC. USAOC. What's the OC? USAOC. I don't know what that is. Let me know. Maybe I'll come. For the women's. Not sure. Oh, were you asking about ion auger deals? So there are some ion auger deals in here as well. We've got, I actually just updated these because they did change. So there's 3 different ion things I have in here. So I've got the ion alpha auger, right? So this is the steel bit on it. It's the alpha head and it's got the steel bit on it. You've got the ion alpha plus, which is the same alpha head, except it has the composite, the plastic composite. So it's lighter bit on it. And then you've got just the ion composite auger bit. So if you want to attach it to a drill, or maybe you already have the steel bit version and you want to buy the composite version, that's what this one is here. Or you already have the 8-inch and you want the 10-inch of the composite, because this year they came out with where you can buy the 10-inch itself. So my guess is you're looking for the actual auger head with it. So the best deals right now include a free battery. So you can get the steel 8-inch version with the free battery for $500. So that's 2 batteries with an 8-inch steel bit for $500. Otherwise, for $100 more, you're looking at $600 for the composite bit to go ahead and go with that. And then there's some other deals here on the 10-inch. And if you wanted to go to 3 batteries for each of them. So those are the best ion deals right now that are out there that I know of. The brackets bolted onto the regular Nanook are bolted onto the lip of the sled into the wind. You're scared they're going to rip out. Yeah, that's not good. Ice team. Oh, the ice team. Is that the Olympic ice team? Yeah, the USA. When is it? I'll have to look it up. Maybe shoot me a message or something, man. There was the guy from Team USA that was on a couple of podcasts last year. He DM'd me and said he'd be on a podcast. So maybe I'll go out ice fishing with him this year and do a live podcast or something like that. But let me know. Give me some details on it if you don't mind. Just shoot me an email or a message, a DM or something. And when I get a chance, I'll reply back and see what I can do. When are you going to the St. Paul Ice Show? Man, I don't know. I was hoping to sneak down on Friday if I could get a half day and it worked, but we'll see. It's probably honestly going to be Saturday for a little bit in the afternoon, or it's going to be Sunday, middle of the day. Sunday, I'm for sure going like at the end of the day on Sunday, because here's the thing. Anybody that's going to the St. Paul Ice Show, if you stop by the Core Ice booth, I was talking to them again this year, and they're going to let me use another one of their wheelhouses this year, do a bunch of videos on it because, of course, they like it. And I like it because I get to use a ice house, and there's no exchange of money, right? And there's no exclusivity. I don't have to do anything for them, but they let me use a shelter. So this year I went up there when I shot the video that's on here, kind of just walking through all their new shelters. I think they have some of the best shelters in the market right now. I'm getting an 8-foot wide by 19 feet long. It's a decked out Core Ice shelter. If you go to the St. Paul show, go over to the Core Ice area. The actual trailer that I'm going to be using this year, I walked through it and I was like, there's a couple things that I think would be super cool in one of these. And they said, tell you what, how about we do that? We'll upgrade this thing for you, and then we'll let you use it this year. So the actual unit that I'm going to fish in this year will be at the St. Paul Ice Show. So go by the Core Ice House booth, say which one's the one that Alex Tim is going to be using. They'll walk you through it. They'll tell you all about it. And if I happen to be over there in Swing, India, on the rare chance that those are the few minutes that I'm over there, I'm not working at the show. I don't do that, but and I'm not going to be there very long. Otherwise, I'd love to go hang out with all of you. Go check it out. Yeah, play around with it. Put a note that Wayne was there up in one of the cabinets or something, and I'll find it one time when I'm out ice fishing, and I'll post a picture of it or something. It'd be kind of funny. But Sunday afternoon when the show's over, I'm picking it up from the show. So I'm actually going to drive to the show and pick it up from there rather than going and get it from the warehouse. So kind of a cool, exciting thing. If any of you are going to the St. Paul Ice Show, you can actually see the unit that I'll be in. Maybe pretty lame for some of you. You're like, oh, we're going to be in an ice house. Yeah. But for some of you, you like to see in that way, you don't got to wait for the video to see what I'm going to be using this year. You can get some hands-on first. Otter Monster Box, $2.99 right now at Frank's. That's a good deal. Do you have any fishable ice by you? Sage, yeah, I'll throw it on the list. Otter Box. $2.99. Those can be like really hard to find, honestly, and they're expensive to ship. Do you have any fishable ice by you? I haven't even checked by me because like my day job is insane right now. So I have no time during the week. And then at nights, like I got a 1.5-year-old, right, and family that I got to hang out with. And so like at 9 o'clock until 1 a.m. is when I do content and stuff. And weekends are crazy because my wife works in retail. She's retail field leader. And so I've got to watch my daughter on the weekends while she's working this time of year. And so it's just kind of a zoo. So next Sunday, hopefully, I think she's not working and I'll be able to sneak out locally. A lot of the lakes around here are iced, at least skim ice over them, it looks like, just by driving by them. But maybe later this week I'll check a few so that way I know where I'm going. But I for sure think as long as the snow stays away, there'll be for sure people out in the Twin Cities metro area ice fishing by next weekend. Shields sold me an already assembled Otter X-Over cabin that they used for display for the Ice Fest at the sale price and didn't charge me their $150 build fee. I felt like I couldn't pass it up. Totally. I've done that twice. I've done that with a Clam flipover and an Otter flipover. So if you go to either the shows or you go to the retailers where you're buying them from, when they are out of boxed inventory and they're not getting another order in, they typically will sell you their floor unit display and not charge you the build fee. Pretty great deal. And it's worth it. Like, I don't care if people have had their hands on it and been playing around in there. I saved myself so much hassle by not having to build it. You get it. You get it. You got a steal of a deal. Is there any Vex 18 going to be on sale Cyber Monday? I don't know yet. Somebody else earlier just asked. It's on my list here. I'm going to go look up some Vex 18s. Sounds like some people really like those 18s, the FLX 18s, right? It was a better deal than the Clam Ranger. Oh, I bet the Clam Ranger's brand new, right? So it's probably going to be not as good of a deal on those right now. It better be a YouTube garage sale. I want a chance at your old stuff. Yeah, if I do it, I will let you all know and we'll try to do something fun. I've seen a couple people do stuff online as they do it, so it'd be kind of fun to do something. Like even if I don't do a garage sale, it'd be kind of fun to just try it out, right? It's not about making money, it's about the fun experience and getting people some good deals on some stuff. So is the Eskimo pole better than the Nanook in wind? You're talking like a flip over shelter? I would say it depends on the shelter because the Eskimo, I guess it depends on the shelter because there's different quality and dimension poles in both in the Eskimo shelters. I've never owned the Nanook, but what I will tell you, I don't know if you were here for it. The Ranger XT, the new flip over shelter from Clam this year, is the same like design as the Nanook, except it has heavier duty poles in it. So I would say that Ranger in like those are the same as their X series. So I would say that the Ranger XT is going to be the best, but the Eskimo poles, this is what I would say. Some of the Eskimo shelters, I guess if you're looking at a 2-man, they don't have the flare out. Like the wide ones from Eskimo where they like slide out, those are a little bit more flimsy because the poles actually extend out. It sounds like the Nanook maybe has a little bit of a stability issue with the poles. It sounds like just by somebody here in the chat. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping to do a 2-man comparison in the next couple of years here. I just got to get a bunch of the shelters and then I'll do that. But good question. Sorry, I don't have an answer for you. Order a bunch of Euro tackle after seeing it on your stream. Heck yeah. I gotta order some here. Well, they got that 20% off going. Sportsman's Warehouse is the Eskimo pistol bit 8-inch auger 2.0 for $159. Yes, they do. However, is that the one? That's the deal that I have. Eskimo pistol bit 2.0 for $159. Is that what I got here on the? Yeah, buddy. That's the one that I got on the list. You found the best deal that I found too. There was one cheaper than this. There was one for $143 yesterday, but that sold out. Like $143. Like what? I paid $192 for mine at the Shields Ice Fest in Eden Prairie a freaking week ago, and now I could go online and get it for $160. Crazy. I'm very late to the stream. Started back at the beginning, but thought I'd throw out that Shields in Eden Prairie. Still had the FLX 30 Gens pack for $389. What? Like in store? All right. Well, there you go. You guys saw it here first. Go to your local Shields store and see if they have any, or call them, see if they have any, because they're not on their website. You can't find them on their website right now. So go check them out if you are interested. Thanks, Jory. Really appreciate that. Brian is saying Thorn Bros has a bunch of clam tungsten jigs and spoons for 99 cents. Good to know. Good to know. Any good deals on the Otter Magnum sleds? I didn't look at the sleds. I know that Sportsman's Warehouse has like their version of the sleds, but I haven't looked at like any of the Otter sleds yet. And you're looking at the Magnum. So you're looking at the heavy duty ones. Oh, need a sled to pull my 10,000 pounds of ice fishing gear. I love it. I know. I can so relate. Do you know what? You should look at my first ice video from like 3 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago when I went out and I was walking out. So I have a 1-man. I had the Otter hideout, right? The 1-man flip over. And I had 2 sled. This is first ice, right? Like I'm only walking out like a couple football fields worth of distance. And I've got a 1-man just stacked with gear. And I've got 2 sleds in a train behind. I'm the only one. It's not like I was going with a bunch of buddies. I have 2 sleds behind it full of gear too. I was out there for like 3 hours and didn't like even touch anything. Man, I've come a long ways. At least now I get everything to fit in one sled, like piled like a Taj Mahal, but like I still bring too much stuff. And like I get to a certain point in the season where I like fine tune it and it's like, okay, I think this is all that I need, still way too much stuff. But like I'm the kind of guy, like if I don't have two of something, I got none of them. Right. Like if you got one, you got none. If you got two, you got one. Like that's the way that I think. And I'm like, well, if this happens, I'm gonna need a first aid kit for that. And if this happens, I'm gonna like I overthink everything, but that's why knock on wood, if I get into a situation, I'm always prepared and can find my way out of it. And I think like, I don't know, I like that stuff. It's kind of like that prepper mentality. I like it. I could see myself kind of going down that path and journey in life later on. But long story, I haven't looked at the at the sleds. I'll look at some otter sleds and get them on the list. If anybody knows, go ahead and drop them in though. The FL18 Gens pack at Frank's for $369. There we go, JP. Appreciate that. We had a couple people asking about the 18. Love the beefed up poles in the Ranger. Shack I'm running. Dude, nice. I'm jealous. I almost pulled the trigger a couple times on that thing, but I'm like, gosh, I got my one man that I love. I'm gonna hub house quite a bit this year is my goal. And then I've got the core ice house I'm going to be using this year. So it's like, I'm not going to, if I'm going out with somebody, I'm either going to be in a hub house or I'm going to just bring the core with. But dude, I'm jealous. Like I kind of miss the days of bringing out like my Otter Lodge, like flip over. Like that was the life. Maybe I'll end up getting one if I find a really good deal here, but dude, excited for you. You're going to love that thing. Saw your flash sale for Shields on the good deal for the Markham Roamer shuttle. I didn't get a chance to pop into the store to check that out, but I have a link for the base model that's on sale. Tell you what, the base model is on sale. And in fact, the Roamer shuttle is also, I thought I wrote it down. The Roamer shuttle is somewhere for $50 right now too. I think I've got it listed in here. I don't. We talked about that. Oh yeah, I do. It's right here. So here's the funny thing. If any of you get Markham's emails, it's interesting. So Markham has an email that they sent out. I've gotten it every day the last 3 days that says, here's our Black Friday deals. And on the list is the Markham Roamer shuttle. And it says regular price $79.99, 50% off while supplies last, down to $35. You click on the link, it brings you to their website, and it shows full price of $100 on sale for $50. Like, that doesn't even, like, you'd think they would know that the MSRP of their product is $100, not $50. It's kind of interesting. Granted, it's not the full kit. Here, if you want the full kit, this is the thing that's $99.99 right here. So this is through Frank's Great Outdoors. Again, Frank's Great Outdoors, they're blowing stuff out. They must not make much money with all the deals that they have. So the Roamer lithium shuttle kit. So this comes with the batteries and the power adapter and all that stuff. This is what was at Shields Eden Prairie on clearance for $50 when I was there. That's what you saw I posted about. But you can get just the shuttle itself, which is still a great deal, for $49.99. Well, here's what's interesting. So it shows $79.99 here MSRP, right? And it has it for $49.99. I swear. I'm going to pull up Markham's website. MarkhamTech.com is what it is. All right, MarkhamTech.com. Let me get this off of here. MarkhamTech.com. It's not midnight yet. Are there Black Friday deals not on here anymore? Deals. Current specials. I don't see it. Okay, so they've got the lithium shuttle for $139.99. So again, we would just go to the retailer we were just at for $99. And then they probably have the empty shuttle. Let's just type it in. Roamer. Here it is. What the heck? It is $35 now. So they fixed it. Okay, good. I'm happy about that. So here you go. Better deal. I got to write it down so that way I can update the list. Markham Roamer. See, they probably heard me talking and they're like, let's go update this thing. $34.99 Roamer. Okay, on Markham's website. So there you go. If you're looking for just a shuttle, I just saved you $15. Buy it directly from Markham, $34.99. There you go. If you want the one with the battery in it and everything like that, go on to Frank's Great Outdoors and you can get it for $99.99. There you go. Boom. Just like that. We made this stream worth it. We saved somebody a couple bucks. Park Rapids area is hit or miss with ice after the wind today. A lot of them break up. Ooh, I suppose. Yeah, but now it's -5. So yeah, it's gonna freeze back up. I have not been out yet, but it is skim ice over here. Mike Brown, you're late. That's all right. You can start it over. Anybody else's Eskimo ion extensions loose and wobbly after assembly? Tighten that bolt, that screw down. Put a little bit of the Loctite on it, and it ain't going anywhere. The wobble I found goes away once you're using it. I had wobble with one of my extensions as well, but then again, I didn't even use the extension last year, so it was just when I was testing it. Their quick connects have wobble too, but then like once it's actually turning, all the wobble goes away, which is good. Grabbing the DSG Avid float bibs for my daughter on sale for $219. Heck yeah, man. Use promo code MNFISH550 to bring the cost down to $154. Heck yeah. Love promo codes. MNFISH. Let's see, where's my DSG note? Okay, MNFISH550. Sweet. Look at that. Dude, that's a good deal. What kind of deals are we going to see on the Vexilar 30 after Black Friday on Cyber Monday? Dude, if I knew, I would tell you. I don't know. My guess is that they're literally trying to run out of them for Black Friday. Because like there were 4 deals that I knew of, that 3 deals that I knew of, 3 retailers that had deals on them that were like really good deals. For Black Friday. One of them was Fleet Farm and they were in-store only. So they had just enough for like in-store. They didn't even sell them online. The other 2 I had listed here. They were at $480 with the Ultra Pack or the Pro Pack. It was one of the 2. And they sold out right before I went live on the stream. I validated them because I don't want any of these links that I'm showing you and talking about here, me to click on it and be like, oh, that's sold out or it doesn't exist anymore. Or the price is $200 more. There's a lot that's already changed on here since 12 hours ago. So I don't know. Like the 30 right now is back up to like normal prices, like $650, $700. Like granted, $650 is on sale, but like, dude, that's crazy. I'd spend $500 for the 28, but it sounds like there's some good deals out there right now on the 18. And then it sounds like if you go to your local Shield store, you might be able to find some of the 30s right now for cheaper than that. Somebody said they got it for right here. I'll post it. Shields Eden Prairie. Granted, I don't know if you're by Eden Prairie or even in the state of Minnesota, but find your local Shields. This is not online. You have to go to the store or call the store. Obviously not at 11:48 at night, but FLX 30 Gens pack for $389. That currently is the best deal that exists that I've heard of, and it's not posted online anywhere. It's on the main website for $37. Yeah, dude, that helped. That's awesome. You save some people some money. I love it. All right, all. We didn't go through the list kind of bottom to top, but that's okay. You all have the link. Go to alextim.com, click Black Friday 2024, or click the link down in the description if you want to check it out. This I will keep updating all the way through the end of next week. If you find deals, shoot me a DM, shoot me an email, comment down on any of these deal videos, and I'll get them added in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you for being a great part of the community and hanging out with me. I love doing these shows on Friday nights. Take it easy, tight lines. If you're going out on ice, early ice, please be safe. Wear a float suit. Bring a rope with you. Bring a buddy if you can. I'll talk to y'all next week. Take it easy.